so many things out there that we like to learn and learn it fast, but yet schools only tell us what we need to learn without sharing with us the effective ways of learning. The speaker tonight got inspired by the author of The First 20 Hours, George Kaufman, and he would like to review the secrets of learning anything fast with just 4 easy steps. So maybe invite Hippo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to school, despite it being the vacation period, and happy Versar Day once again. I understand that exams just over last week, right? So do you agree with me that in school, you are always taught a lesson and then given a test? But sadly, this is not the way in real life. It's actually the opposite way. In life, we are always given a test that teaches us a lesson. And similarly, we know what we want to study, we know what skills are needed, and we know what we want to learn in our life. We have so many passions that we want to pursue, be it from picking up the skills like playing guitar to picking up girls. But whatever it is, we always want to learn it fast and effective. But those actually require techniques and skills in order for us to learn it fast. Tonight, forget about all those research that you have heard that in order to master any skill, you need 10,000 hours of practice. Forget about it. Tonight, I'm going to share with you 4 easy steps to learn anything fast. You heard me right. As I actually heard from this author, George Kaufman, in his, I read his book, The First 20 Hours, and I go and catch his video, 20 minutes video speech, which was on the TED Talk, and I'm going to review the secrets here and do a summary of the key points so that all of you will actually benefit from my sharing. What he said was actually that with just 20 hours of focus, concentrated of hours of practice, and then with deliberate practice, you can actually go from knowing absolutely nothing to performing noticeably well in something with just the effort of 20 hours. Believe it or not, are you ready for that? Mm-hmm. So the first step, the first secret is deconstruct the skill. So what do I mean by that? You're going to decide exactly what you want to learn, and you're going to look into the skill and break it down into smaller and smaller pieces of information, the sub-skill. Agree with me or not? Most of the skills that we desire to acquire are actually consist of big bundles of little skills. And the more you can break into, it's easier for you to pick it up. Agree with me? So, you got to identify then what are the essential, the most important one, and then you got to practice those first. And then that will actually accelerate your learning journey. That's the first one. The second step is actually to learn enough to do self-correct. So what do I mean by that again? Does any of you have a friend that maybe he or she will actually tell you that I'm going to learn something new, and then they will start telling themselves, hey, I'm going to start learning this and that after reading out all the resources I have. And probably they may not do anything after that because those are huge resources, and then they may not put in that effort because they don't know how to actually learn it effectively. I can give you one example maybe. One, you not actually wait until week 30 to do your revision, right? You can actually do your revision after each lecture. And this is actually telling you to do it more effectively, and you don't really need to learn all the way and then revise at the end. You can actually start, you just need to pick up, learn just enough to get you practice, and then self-correct as you practice. And then along the way, I'm not saying you will be the very smooth journey. You will encounter many mistakes and like errors, but you just got to correct and then make improvement and make changes and improve it along the way. So that is the second step. How about the next one, the third one, which is to remove any practice barriers. So this maybe is not that prominent in the past but look at nowadays, we have so many distractions out there. The very simple, obvious one is our mobile phone. We thought we need to be connected with the world, and we thought we are always, life only gets us busier and busier, correct? So we always check our phone from, email, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. We just, those things just occupy too much of our time that we do not have our time to actually learn those things that we actually want to learn. So this requires our conscious effort to remove them. This requires really strong determination and willpower to get this done. And then here's the last one. After you have completed the step 1, 2, 3, the last step is actually, as the title suggests, to practice for at least 20 hours. So what do I mean by that? You got to commit yourself by practicing the skill that you desire to learn for the 20 hours. And this sounds easy, but you just cannot quit the game before the 20 hours you have to clock. Because you have got to overcome the initial stage of this learning something new, because you feel like you are very stupid, because you just look stupid when you learn something new. So we often encounter frustration during that first 20 hours. So after you have successfully clocked the 20 hours, right, you will actually see something. You'll be happy. I'm not going to say that you'll be expert at something. No, that maybe requires really the 10,000 hours. But what I'm going to say is you'll be happy of the progress that you have done in that 20 hours. And that will actually be enough to bring you from knowing nothing to a sufficient level with just 20 hours of focused effort. So let me do a quick summary again. What's the first one? Deconstruct the skill, right? So you're going to find what you want to learn and deconstruct it into sub-skills. And then next, move on is what? Forgot? Learn enough to self-correct. So you've got to identify what are the sub-skills again, and then get yourself started. Don't wait, just get it started, and then correct it along the way. And next thing, don't forget to remove all the practice barriers, such as your mobile phones. You got to hide yourself in a room, doing your dissertation project, or perhaps keep that. Just get it practiced, get it done. And then make sure you commit yourself in really the 20 hours. Don't give up, because a lot of times we just give up because we thought it's difficult. We see ourselves too far. You got to commit yourself for that 20 hours. But is that so simple? 1, 2, 3, 4 steps? No. My job is not done. I have to tell you the truth. Those are only in theory. You got to know that life's not that easy, because all these secrets, right, are actually useless unless you got to put in your enough effort and invest the first 20 hours into it. And I'm going to share with you this. All these are just knowledge, and knowledge is not enough. We must apply, and willing is not enough. We must actually take the actions, okay? So that's actually my last piece of advice for you. And then I wish you have a very fruitful holidays in pursuing your dreams and passion. And thank you for your time.